Good morning. It's Friday, October 30th, about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a fair amount warmer than it has been. We're up to close to 40 degrees, I think, right now, and the sun is shining. However, quite a bit of dew overnight. Probably the fields will dry off faster than the grass in between the buildings here, because probably there was some shade. But I don't know. We'll see how things look. Possibility that I won't try to seed anything until after lunch, but I'm hoping that at least I can go right after lunch instead of having to wait until the middle of the afternoon for stuff to get crispy on top. But in any case, I need to get some more seed into the Hiniker, so that's going to be our order of business in the immediate term. That it was running and warm when we put it away last night. Let's get back up to the seed wagon. I think we're close, but I'm gonna get out and look because I want to make sure I don't run into the auger. Probably I might have to go back just a little more. Yeah, we're plenty good. I was afraid that catwalk might hit before I got the spout to the center, but I've got a couple feet, so should be good. All right, backed up a couple feet, so we should be where we need to be. I do notice that I have a fuel level gauge this morning. Still not sure what to make of that deal, but as long as it comes back when you restart the tractor, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Masked up, gloves on. For some reason, rye dust really bothers me. So we're gonna try not to sneeze for the next 2 hours here. Okay, we'll try it. I've got the hydraulic remote on, but the tractor's not throttled up. Yeah, we're gonna probably want some more flow. Well, not good now. There's not a lot left. We might get it all on here. So far so good. Still coming out of the wagon. We got this side filled. Since I'm not sure how much is left in the wagon, we're gonna kind of alternate a little bit so we don't end up with this side full to the top and nothing over here. Not very much left in the wagon, but I don't think I'm going to put it all on the seed cart right now. So we're going to close this down so we can kind of get the auger halfway empty. Good enough. So we'll get the auger into its cradle and latched up, shove this back in the shed, and we'll be ready to go whenever I decide it's fit. Well, after the first pass where I forgot to turn the seed clutch on for the first 500 feet, we are rocking and rolling. I have adjusted some parameters on the steering aggressiveness. If you've watched any of the other videos, I've mentioned a few times that it seems like this thing wants to wander even on the straight A B lines, and especially if you're doing curves. And did a little bit of research and saw some other people suggesting that by adjusting the aggressiveness down, that sort of calmed things down on other super steer tractors. So I kind of tried that out and turned some things up and some things back down after the first time, because it seemed like whenever it would sort of overshoot and leave gaps or overlap or whatever more than it should. And where I've got it now seems to be doing pretty decent. The real test will be when we get on some of these contour rows on the steep hills to see how it does on those, but it seems a lot less schizophrenic than it used to be, so that's good news. See if I can do this with one hand and probably shift down a couple extra gears here. So I'm kind of acting like a big farmer today. Turn that off, that up. So these rows, when we put in the terraces, they sort of change the angle that the rows are at to make the terraces work out better, I think. But anyway, it's kind of a steep angle into the headland or Indro Pass. So getting turned is basically, on this end, I have to keep the implement in the ground until I get up to the, until the right side gets up to the edge of the Indros, which then puts me pretty close to the fence, so I have to crank it clear around, and getting turned back around in 30 feet is pretty tricky. So the solution to that is to just pull down the hill another 30 feet and then turn in, which I probably kind of screwed up because I turned instead of paying attention to what I was doing. But basically we can like make a bigger loop around the Indros and leave 30 feet, and then on the other side where I've got a little more room to maneuver, I can come back and fill that pass in. Rocking and rolling. I've not done too much video, I guess. Should try to get some. It's actually a nice day, or decent lighting. Got the north side of the creek on this farm done, so crossing back over. And then I have a little bit, most of the flat left here, and a couple of triangle patches, and some contour rows up on the side by the road. The monitor says we've done 61.3. The field has about 71, but there's probably 20 acres or better left, I would guess, because that's counting overlap and, yeah, a lot of turning around on this farm. Fan likes to suck residue up against it and then can't pull in the air as easy. So we're gonna see exactly how much seed is left and decide if it's worth trying to go to a different field or if we're just gonna head home. There's a moderate amount there. Might as well go do a few more acres. Right along, the moon is rising in the east. Sun's set, but still a little bit of a glow to the west. Done about 10 acres and gonna keep rolling for a little bit. I have some seed left. I just got out and checked to make sure that I wasn't gonna run dry in the middle of the pass and not know where I ran out. But I think I'm gonna at least do these sort of odd rows on this end of the field, and then I've got a patch. I did some stuff through the middle on some steeper areas, and have a little bit more below that I'm probably going to try to do below what I've seeded already in the waterway. I don't know if I'll get it all done tonight, but we'll do what we can. Well, good news. I think I got done everything that I needed to for the cough share cover crop acres. I didn't run the seed hopper totally empty, but there's not very much left. There is a little bit left in the wagon. The way the forecast looks next week, there's a possibility that I might go get some more seed and do some more. We'll see exactly how much is left in the wagon. I would like to do a few more acres than what I've done so far, and I think we may get a decent opportunity. So, anywho, Happy Halloween. See you Monday.